What's up everybody, it's your boy Corey, aka GQ Saint, back from the reaction video. And I just got back home, getting close to eating right now. Didn't forget to do this video. What it is, this is Death Battle. Finally, Bowser versus Eggman. Mario versus Sonic. Or could it say another Nintendo versus Sega, but hey, neither here nor there, so we're finally here. So what I'm going to do with this video, definitely it will have some cuts on this one, such as, doing reacting the first part. I don't know who's going to be first, Eggman or Bowser. Then this could be Bowser. Well, let me just be that first, either or. Then finally the fight, but it will still be all in one video. Just want to point that out. So don't want to bore you guys. Let's dive on in. I don't know who's going to go first. Anyway, you already know. Special request. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you want to react to. Make sure it ain't just right first before I get started. And there, I can't be too careful with this. Okay. Anyway. Let me get this pulled up. Alright, here we go. You already know, special request, comment below. Let me know what you want to react to. Let's get it right now.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap and Prize Picks.
So like a whole kingdom fight.
Bowser versus Dr. Eggman.
The king of the Koopas and the baddest of badniks. And they're not alone.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
In a way, it does
And
make
it's our job
sense.
to analyze their weapons, armor,
And their
and
own
skills
arm,
to
their
find out
whole
who
army
would
fight
win
each other.
a death battle. Ah, the Mushroom Kingdom. A peaceful land of kindness, adventure, love.
All we need for Mushroom
Move
Kingdom.
aside, princess. It's time this place got way
It's
more
Peach
awesome.
and Daisy.
Here comes King Koopa himself, better known as Bowser.
The moment this orphan star child was found by Kamek, it was clear Bowser would command the disparate outcasts of the Mushroom world, the Koopa clan.
Sadly, not everyone's born a toad, and they treat these critters like monsters, fated to a life of infinite
Hates
junk
Mario
farming
Bros,
for one
Yoshi,
of
and Swim. He loves Princess Peach's family.
Bowser wanted a different world.
He's 34 years
Princess
old.
Peach Toadstool would never allow the evil king's day in the sun. Her light was so bright, Bowser became infatuated with her.
So he turned all the toads into bricks and kidnapped her, putting their princess in another castle, and another, like 40 years
Yeah.
of castles, only to be released if she agrees to marry him and his dad bod.
Yet he was foiled time and time again by those pesky Mario brothers. However, Bowser is nothing if not persistent.
Look at
Yeah.
him! Dude's built like a brick house strapped to a saw trap. That spiked shell takes a lot of punishment. Not even
I
the
lost
weight
how
of a
many
castle
times
can scratch it, especially when
it
he
took me
rolls
to
up
beat
like
that
a
final level Super
prehistoric
Mario
Beyblade.
64,
The Koopa
find
King
Bowser in the
doesn't
sky.
just breathe fire and control lava. He commands nature itself.
Spitting meteors from outer space, beckoning the earth with a snap, inhaling torrents of wind, straight up calling down lightning. What else has he got?
Oh, just a little dabbling in dark magic.
Hell yeah, Wizard Turtle.
The original NES manual even describes him as a sorcerer king. Magic is how he turned the toads into bricks, only countered by the princess's heart magic.
But that's not all the magic he's mastered. Telekinesis, creating perfect clones, reanimating his undead skeleton, and worst of all, ruining every game of Mario Party.
Yeah.
No, I stole those coins fair and square.
Hated when
Bowser
anybody
spent
stood on
decades
Bowser. It could,
hoarding
it could be
treasures,
bad for
coins, magic
everybody.
star rods, warships, clown cars, you name it. This is the same guy that created multiple flying castles fashioned after his own face.
Yeah, he's definitely got an ego on him. He's talked
I
about
think only
having a
paid Paper
4-digit
Mario only
IQ,
once.
but I've seen this moron put death traps in his own backyard. A man after my own heart.
Despite his clumsiness, Bowser's charisma and leadership brought many to his side. Not enough to defeat Mario, but his army doesn't make it easy on the Red Plumber.
They're the most wicked band of misfits this side of World 8-4. The Koopa Troop.
An army spanning multiple territories across the Mushroom world and beyond.
Goombas, Koopas, the Troopas, and the others make up the infantry. Some with wings, some in shoes, and some even in race cars. They're the red shirts, first in and first out.
Piranha plants, bloopers, and lakitus use their surroundings to get the jump on unsuspecting prey, by land, sea, or sky.
We'd be here forever jotting down the small fries. Booze, shy guys, sentient bombs with feet, and more.
It was
Yeah.
imperative for Bowser to nurture a unit that covers their own vulnerabilities. For example, Kamek and King Boo both have magic, but Boo has battlefield control with illusions and destabilizing dimensions, while Kamek
Yeah.
focuses on buffing allies, canceling enemy powers, summoning anything he desires.
Or swapping my items to screw up my Mario Party lead. Not again.
Speaking of items, most of the minions can use pretty much any power-up Mario can. The Goombas make frequent use of Tanuki tails, and Bowser can really get into the cat roleplay. But as the Koopa Troop grew and grew, it started to feel less like an army and more like a family unit.
Oh, you mean like his kids, the Koopalings?
They're adopted.
What's the difference?
Good point. Bowser took them in and even trained them in dark magic.
Though no one's as spoiled as his natural Nepo baby, Bowser Jr., captain of the Koopa Troop.
Spoiled is an understatement. Remember his escapades as Shadow Mario? He terrorized Delfino Plaza with literal evil paint. That whole debacle was basically his attempt at elementary school art.
My first
And I bet
saw
Bowser still has
Bowser
some of the
Jr. like,
but
what
really,
the?
The king is very protective of his
He
kids.
thought Princess
If the
Peach was his
man's in
mom.
trouble, he can will himself to transform into a giant kaiju, all to crush whatever bully's tongue smack.
Maybe a little overkill. Just one punch from Giant Bowser launched a castle out of orbit. Taking into account the flight path and the scale of their universe, Bowser's punch must have hit with a force of over 125 trillion tons of TNT. Considering how Yoshi punted poor Raphael the Raven so hard he exploded into a constellation of stars, this isn't even close to Bowser's full strength.
So don't bully his kid, especially if he falls into some of Bowser Jr.'s set of black paint. That stuff's scary.
Enough to unleash Bowser's Dark Fury, a form whose very steps cause widespread natural disasters.
Okay, seriously, how does Mario ever beat this guy? He's like Godzilla, Doctor Strange, and John Cena all in one big turtle.
Oh, we're not even to the best part. Bowser
At Papa John's,
Stinking
we know
ass.
quality. Handcrafted pizzas, always served with extras, better ingredients.
Bowser's dark magic became so potent he eventually learned how to warp the very fabric of reality.
Anything the king imagines, he makes happen. He turned all of Yoshi's Island into a storybook. And remember those painted worlds in Mario 64? Yeah, he made those. And the staircase that goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Oh God, does anyone know how to BLJ?
He also stole ultra-powerful items like the Wonder Flower, which can mold reality like Play-Doh, and the Dream Stone, which can be used to wish someone out of existence.
But his most iconic thefts are those big shiny power stars.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Infant power stars, aka Lumas, can become whole galaxies. They also ferried Mario across the universe in 3 seconds. That's 489 quadrillion times light speed.
Obviously, the Big Daddy Grand Stars are even crazier. Bowser used one to power his space kingdom, but then guess who showed up to ruin everything? It's a him!
And when the Grand Star was freed, it caused a chain reaction that destroyed the entire universe via a massive black hole.
Thanks, Space God, that Rosalina showed up to save the day.
Not that Bowser needed saving. He's been swallowed by another black hole and thrown into a star that went supernova.
Imagine if this crazy OP fire turtle had to fight himself. Oh wait, he did, and he beat the hell out of him.
With all this power, it's a
Being
wonder
Mario
he still
Yoshi,
hasn't conquered the Mushroom
so
Kingdom.
awful.
Perhaps it's
Yo,
because his
Marcin,
visions of
Yoshi,
grandeur were
Mushroom
never
Kingdom.
really
Yeah, he
what he
did that
sought.
once. I remember that.
Surrounding him is a crew of outcasts and miscreants like him, ride or dies that can't be swayed against him.
Oh, are you saying he's secretly happy because he's got a big monster family now?
Yes, but also when they actually worked together, they legitimately conquered most of the known universe. So,
He's a baddie through and through who will teleport through space and time to show you what's what. Because he's no ordinary Koopa. Make way for the king!
this battle is sponsored by
Alright, y'all. That's part 1. So what we just saw was Bowser. So let's get into Eggman now. So hold on a second. I make sure everything's just right. So we saw Bowser, his feet. So getting ready. Let's kind of see how Eggman's going to go. So yeah, this should be a very interesting fight. Just by one scene, it's going to be definitely cartoon related. If it is, I ain't going to be tripping on it. So anyway, let me get this pulled up right now. Make sure, like I said, I'm cutting this up. Make sure the old video looks good without doing cuts to it in like the last video. So I wasn't really happy about that. But anyway, let's get into Eggman right now. Skim over some of this stuff. I got pause. Okay, anyway, let go.
$5 lineup.
That's code DEATH to get $50 instantly
Skip over
after you
this.
play your Citizens of Earth.
Oh, sorry.
Picks.
There
Run
we
your
go.
game.
Citizens of Earth, lend me your ears. Imagine a world of endless possibility, where people are free as the wind. Isn't it disgusting? Now imagine a better world, one with proper guidance and the technology to bring about global
Does Wiz
peace.
see a kindred
But
spirit
Wiz,
in the
only a
Eggman?
brilliant mind can make that happen.
Not just any brilliant mind, he's a genius at heart who knows the dangers within. He's Ivo Robotnik.
Dr. Eggman.
As a mad scientist myself, his story is my inspiration, just as Eggman's was his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik, who sought to create world peace through technology. But then his beloved granddaughter, Maria, was killed by the Guardian Unit of Nations, better known as...
Gun. They're frickin' called G-U-N. Anyway, Lil Eggy grew up a lonely narcissist because all his family talked about was Maria this, Maria that. Boo-hoo.
Neglect
Yeah, I
and
don't think he
envy
never really-
tainted
he never
Ivo's
really knew
goals of
his
following
cousin.
Gerald's footsteps. He distanced himself from his grandfather's legacy. Instead of bettering the world, he would conquer it to get the attention he deserved.
No, you mean craved. Desperately craved.
Tomato,
Jim
tomato.
You
Carrey
just said it the
has
same
been a
way
standout
twice.
He
in
aimed
both
to
the
establish
movies.
Eggman Land, a capital of science. And
Calls
this
himself
paradise would
Agent
have worked
Stone,
just fine if
his
not for that
daughter.
blasted Sonic the Hedgehog.
For years, Eggman's plans literally blew
I think he
up
does
in
have a
space.
daughter, but that's
And
why
he's a
that's why I
very
read one of
sore
the comic
loser.
But
books,
just
the
like
Archie
any good
comics.
experiment, the doctor did more testing, seeking better results.
He's created plenty of knickknacks to terrorize the world with. A laser gun, a cloning ray, mind control cannons, a flying armada, typical evil scientist stuff.
Then there's the big ones. He invented a spatial displacement trap, which, while online, scatters a target's atoms across space. Oh, and then there's the metal virus, which transmutes organic tissue into living metal zombies. It's so deadly, it created a plague that nearly wiped out all life on Earth.
Shame Eggman never made himself
Deep
immune to
obvious
it.
one.
That's a whoopsie.
And when he's not duping you with decoys, he's riding in style with the Eggmobile. It's lightweight for maneuverability, but tough enough to withstand moon-sized explosions and even the center of a black hole.
I mean, it's kinda lame looking, but he can plug it into big bad mechs like the Egg Walker or the Death Egg Robot, whose giant laser once obliterated 77,000 cubic meters of rock in an instant. That's like having an atomic bomb in your pocket.
That
all
game
the
was so
time.
disappointing. The
Oh,
Sonic
okay,
Hedgehog
maybe
that came
this
out
guy's pretty cool.
Eggman built
2005.
machines for a long
Yeah.
list of combat
That
situations.
game was so
Some
disappointing.
look like knights,
Controls
others use
sucked,
extraterrestrial
the
sources like the
unnecessary load
Wisp.
screen,
And then there's the
and
orbital bases,
out
like
of sync
the
voicing.
Death Egg.
The reference is obvious, but Darth Vader's version is like a toy compared to the Death Egg, which can annihilate stars. Woof! A whole constellation gone in one shot.
That's not to say Eggman doesn't enjoy scrapping with blue hedgehogs himself. Enter the Egg Dragoon.
Hell yeah! The rawest of the battle mechs. It's got electric drills. It's got ice missiles. It's got a whole lot of bullets. My God, Wiz. I need it.
And don't forget, Eggman built all of these things himself. Maybe world domination is in his grasp yet.
One problem. Eggman's a turbo loner. No hobbies, no friends, no wife, no nothing.
Come on, he has friends. I mean, he's a feminist. Oh, okay, maybe not, but what about Infinite? Sure, they might have joined forces over a mutually sought revenge against Shadow, but it counts. Sort of. Who needs friends when you can build friends?
Obviously, Eggman has a tough time collaborating with others, so he just built his own army instead.
The Eggman Empire.
The Badniks are mass-produced foot soldiers, buzz bombers, crab meats, caterkillers, egg robos, and don't forget those cute little moto bugs. The Badniks may seem simple, but they're led by an elite, multi-talented unit. The hard-boiled heavies. Really leaning into the egg thing, huh?
The army has a wide variety of troops, even your classic comedy duo with Orbot and Cubot. They're Eggman's assistants and immense disappointments. Every genius has their duds.
Hey, at least they're not Scratch and Grounder. But that's why he's
I didn't
made
watch too
top-notch
much of the
boss
cartoon that
modeled
came
after the
on
Sonic
earlier,
cast,
like back in the
everyone's
day.
favorite Robo
Sonic
Baker,
X, I watched that.
Metal Sonic.
Metal Sonic has the most horsepower in the Eggman Empire. He
Yeah.
has the moves and speed of Sonic and then some. He's had his rebellious phases, but Eggman's
Yeah.
programmed Metal to better follow his commands. Additionally, when upgraded to his Neo form, Metal Sonic could copy biological data. including unique powers like Shadow's time stop technique, Chaos Control.
He could even copy Silver's psychokinesis, and with enough chaos energy, he powers up into Super Neo Metal Sonic.
Though everything would change with the appearance of the Phantom Ruby. One of many trump cards at Eggman's disposal, the Phantom Ruby alters reality by manipulating perception.
Basically super OP illusions, but in Infinite's hands, it's a weapon of mass destruction. I don't know how illusions translate to body replicas changing gravity or making a fake sun, but go off, King!
And when used on the planet's consciousness, which is a thing, the Ruby granted Eggman the Lightman form. Yep, apparently Super Eggman is canon, though it is pretty complicated to manifest.
But the Phantom Ruby isn't the only souped-up gem Eggman has. He's used the Jeweled Scepter to make the world-shattering Egg Wizard. Then, on more than one occasion, he's effortlessly gathered the super rare, super powerful Chaos Emeralds. You know, the things that power Super Saiyan Hedgehog.
Eggman built and built
Supersonic.
and eventually he built something that started to build on him. Sage was originally designed as a mere assistant, but through an alien encounter, she was granted actual sentience.
Sage is already super powerful, but now she's also super smart. She thought up millions of battle plans all at once to defeat the massive titans.
And you can barely remember where you put your dune bug.
I know exactly where it is. It's at the police impound. Thank you very much.
Sage was Eggman's saving grace. He had previously found machines with personality lacking, but Sage's great adequacy in serving her function provided Eggman with something that, for the first time, he'd hate to lose. In essence, a sort of daughter.
So, like any good dad, he gave her the keys to his car, his spaceship, and his orbital death ray. Hell, now she controls the entire army.
And this frankly unheard of trust from Eggman became crucial in defeating the End, a primordial entity so mighty even Supersonic struggled against it.
Their battle can only be described as peak fiction, because charged by 7 Chaos Emeralds, Supersonic's no joke.
The power of one emerald can shift continents. All 7 together can shift the universe.
And kill some pretty terrifying bosses, like Eggman's Time Eater, which ripped apart space-time like tissue paper.
In short, Chaos Emeralds give thoughts power. With them, Eggman's best machines can run indefinitely while matching the greatest powers ever seen. Like when 3 supers battled Solaris, who tried to destroy time itself. Solaris extended its chaos across multiple timelines in about 20 seconds, or 73 quadrillion times light speed.
It's funny though, while Eggman's smarts have sort of defeated Sonic here and there, he's pretty effective when he teams up with the Blue Blur to save the world.
Well, recall how Professor Gerald was a good person before losing the granddaughter he loved. In Eggman's case, now that he has Sage, perhaps a similar story is playing out in reverse.
Who knows?
Nah, Eggy will always have a harebrained scheme behind his cufflinks.
So watch out,
I've yet
critters
to
and
play that other
plebeians of
song,
the
the
world.
recent
He
song
is the
that came
Eggman,
out a
and
while
he's got
back.
the
I gotta
master
check it out.
plan.
I gotta play it.
Where's you?
Okay, guys, so just ran through all the facts, no details. So the stats detail, I don't know why I say that, but anyway, I don't know who's gonna win this fight. I really do not know. So I'm thinking maybe Bowser, what we seen, might pull this off. That's what I believe. Bowser might pull this off. If Eggman wins, I ain't gonna be mad, but I'm thinking Bowser might pull this off. But Eggman wins once again, I ain't gonna be tripping either. So anyway, let's get this pulled up. Let's get this fight going. Anyway, let's go. Ready for the death battle.
Marvel Snap app now available on the App Store, Google Play, and
Skip over that. There we go.
all right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for
That
a
old
death
that
battle.
live ass Super Mario movie that came out many years ago was terrible. Not the most recent one. The most recent one was good. So he thought it was Mary Peach.
Make an announcement. This territory is now the base for my upcoming Eggman Land 2. What a joke. I am Dr. Eggman, your new genius overlord. Get a load of this.
the music. Ooh. Yeah, I knew that'd be a dummy.
These toys an invasion force, but see toads do better. Decoy idiot.
His power is without peer. It is the ultimate strength.
Oh, King Boo. Dang. Okay, armies are fighting over Metal Sonic. Oh, good. Neo Metal Sonic. Baby Bowser going dirty.
You've lost the battle before it has begun.
Excellent work as always, Beto. Ready to wrap this up, Sage?
As you planned.
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Oh.
Showtime.
Oh man, I might be wrong. Oh. I think Bowser gonna pull this off. I don't know why I thought Eggman might win, but I'm thinking Bowser might pull this off. Boy, he ain't gonna be mad.
I'll crush you.
Oh yeah. Oh man, he ain't mad you hurt his son.
How dare you keep your hands off my...
Oh.
Sage! The Death Egg! Max power!
Oh man. Oh man, I think I was wrong. Or not. Oh god.
Curses! Sage! Fire if it didn't! So long, Doctor!
Ooh. This was a good fight. I liked it.
This war was not an easy one to win, which might
Yeah.
seem surprising given how the Sonic series is not afraid to show how tough its cast is, while Mario's comes across as more cartoony.
Yeah.
As it turns out, Bowser had everything he needed to take Chrome Dome down.
Yeah, I was
Strap in,
right.
This one's a lot, so we'll break it down into 5 categories.
First up is physical stats. Bowser pretty handedly outmatched
Yeah.
any of Eggman's usual mechs, like the Egg Dragoon or the Death Egg Robot.
The Death Egg robot could level cities. Bowser could punch a castle out of orbit.
The Death Egg could destroy stars, but Yoshi could match that level of power, and Bowser's strength is certainly above the green dinosaurs. Plus, while both Bowser and Eggman's tech survived black holes, Bowser's was much larger.
So, he may win stats, but this could change with their powers. With so many items and minions, that could make all that a moot point.
Aside from
Yeah.
power-up items, both could manipulate minds, create duplicates, and alter space-time. However, Bowser had a significant edge in having access to the majority of his abilities at all times.
Yeah, Eggman can do some crazy stuff, but only across different mechs, fortresses, or space bases. Bowser's all natural. He's got all his best powers built in, and he ain't even a robot.
Meaning he wins the war of attrition. attrition. He even had counters for battle enders like the metal virus and spatial displacement trap. Context matters for those weapons, and both backfired in the past. But more importantly, Bowser could simply reverse the effects with his transmutation magic. Conversely, most of Eggman's robots could get turned into, say, a frog or a block with no reliable way back. Bowser takes the edge in powers.
But definitely not for intelligence.
Yeah,
Come on,
I agree
you have
with
a
that.
4-digit IQ, Bowser? Really? That's cute. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bowser's not an idiot. Usually, just really, really clumsy. Poor fella.
Meanwhile, Eggman's an engineering genius who rarely...
Yeah, I knew
gets
Eggman
messed
take
by
it.
brains.
Intelligence.
Easy dub. Now, let's talk trump cards.
As in, items so powerful they could decide the entire outcome on their own.
The Phantom Ruby was super dangerous, but specifically targets perceptions. Unlike Bowser's Wonder Flower, which mucks up reality for real. The Ruby affected a whole planet, but the Wonder Flower had the power to alter the universe. Also, the Dreamstone's ability to wish anything out of existence would have no problem cleaning up Super Neo Metal Sonic or Time Eater.
Their most prized possessions was a tougher call. Together, the Chaos Emeralds can break the universe, but so can the Grand Stars. Arguably not as much given the Emerald scaling to Solaris, though Power Stars and Grand Stars are far more plentiful. Clearly, this is getting fairly abstract, and both had multiple options that could win the day instantly, so the safest bet is to call this category a tie.
Which means it's finally time to compare their armies. Eggman seems deadlier at first glance. I mean, look at all those buzzsaws and rockets. Metal Sonic's speed and power alone could solo most of the Koopa Troop. But the Eggman Empire lacked something Bowser had in spades. Teamwork and loyalty.
Eggman is a notoriously terrible team player. His alliances are practically guaranteed to fall apart.
Hell, in Sonic Generations, he could barely manage working with himself.
Eggman's army is designed to be controlled by just
Yeah, I played
him.
that game
To
before.
Eggman,
Yeah, I
it's
remember
harder
that.
to command
It's
those
been a
with
long,
free
long
will.
time.
Hence his rivalry with the free-natured Sonic.
Meanwhile, the
Years
Koopa Troop
ago.
follows Bowser because they actually like him. They train really hard to cover each other's weak points.
Giving them plenty of advantages as this war progressed, like battlefield control through King Boo's magic and Bowser Jr.'s paint. And since the Koopa Troop doesn't rely that much on technology, Sage's hacking potential had little use.
Also, secret weapon? Kamek is kinda busted, canceling Metal Sonic's power copying, stealing the Phantom Ruby, and potentially swapping the Chaos Emeralds were huge game changers.
Add on that Bowser and his army can use any Mario power-up item, and they had millions, no, billions of combinations that the Eggman Empire just could not actively plan against. Even with Sage's millions of plans to
Dang,
take
the
on
only thing
Titans,
that
she
Eggman
thought them
got,
to
he's
be
far more
unbeatable,
intelligent.
which Sonic proved was incorrect.
Just comparing their conquests makes it clear. The Eggman Empire took over the whole planet, but Bowser's troop conquered most of the universe.
Eggman was no pushover. His wit, power output, and ridiculous machines gave Bowser the biggest fight of his life. But the Koopa King's ludicrous strength, abilities, and united forces ultimately prevailed.
Eggman tried to poach the king, and now he's cracked and scrambled.
The winner is Bowser.
Next time
All right,
on
who's
Death
next?
Battle.
What the?
Subscribe
Among Us versus Fall Guys. I don't know. I might do an analysis on
and
this.
join as a member
I
to
might
see
still
more
do
Death
it.
Battle. Thanks for watching.
Yo, this was a great fight. I really enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite fights right now this year so far. But anyway, let me know how you feel about this. You satisfied the outcome? You got who you are you satisfied the outcome? Are you mad or happy that Bowser won? Or mad or happy that Eggman lost? Either way, I enjoyed this fight. But anyway, let me know how you feel about the video. Let me go and get this posted for you guys right now. Make sure you give a boy a like, comment, and subscribe. Have a fantastic day or evening. Peace.